Hello, ma'am. Hello, classmates. Good day to everyone. I am Roxanne Magalog, and the topic that I'm going to discuss today is the study of meaning. Introduction. Meaning serves a number of important functions in human lives. Firstly, meaning provides a purpose of our lives. Second, it furnishes values or standards by which to judge our actions. Last is it gives us a sense of control over the events in our life. Although all components are essential in order for a language to work, meaning can be seen as the core in the study of language. Without meaning, there is no language at all. In fact, the function of language is anchored on its ability to convey meaning. Hence, the different components of language work together towards meaning. However, the component of language that deals primarily with meaning is semantics. This module aims to introduce you to semantics. It will give you basic concepts that will help you in studying semantics.
Definitions of semantics.
Meaning of semantics according to Lyons 1977 is the semantics is the study of meaning. It is the study of meaning of words, phrases, and sentences. The meaning is the focus and primary concern of semantic inquiry, analysis, and study. Next is according to Herford and Hesley 1983. Semantics is the study of meaning in language. We know that the language is used to express meanings which can be understood by others. Semantics, according to Said 1977, it is the study of meaning communicated through language. Linguistic semantics deals with a conventional meaning conveyed by the use of words, phrases, and sentences of a language. Next is semantics is the part of linguistics that is concerned with meaning. This is according to Lobner 2002. For Froehlich 1992, linguistic semantics is the study of literal, decontextualized, and grammatical meaning. Meanings that are actually reflected in a word from difference. What is state of affairs in the world an expression represents. And last, according to Kreidler 1998, linguistic semantics is the study of how language organizes and express meanings.
Relation of meaning to form. Semantics is the study of the relation between form and meaning. Number 1. Phonetics studies the physical side of linguistic utterances, the articulation and perception of speech sounds. It is a branch of linguistics that focuses on the production and classification of the word's speech sounds. The production of speech looks at the interaction of different vocal organs, for example, the lips, tongue, and teeth to produce particular sounds. Number 2. Phonology is the study of sound patterns of human language. Speech sounds as physical entities may be infinitely varied, but when they function as element in a given language as phonological units, phonology refers to the sound system of a language. In general, the basic unit of phonology is the phoneme. 3. Morphology is the study of the structure of words and the smallest meaning-bearing units and how they combine into words. Morphology operates on affixes, which are the core of inflectional and derivational morphology. How words are combined to larger units than words, to phrase and sentences that are well-formed strings in a given language. Syntax is the order or arrangement of words and phrases to form proper sentences. 5. Semantics is the study of meaning expressed by elements of any language characterizable as a symbolic system. Semantics studies literal, context-independent meaning, the constant meaning that is associated with a linguistic expression in all of its occurrences. Semantics is the study of meaning in language. It can be applied to entire text or to single words. 6. The pragmatics is the study of situated uses of languages. The study of language in relation to the users of language. The study of linguistic communication as a social activity. Pragmatics deals with utterance by which we will mean specific events, the intentional acts of a speaker at times and place, typically involving language. Types of meaning. The smallest independent unit of a language that is meaningful is a word. Meaning is usually drawn for the meaning of a word. However, a word may have several meanings, and these meanings may be of different types. Semantics deals with meaning without any reference to the context of the situation. According to Geoffrey Leach, there are at least 7 types of meaning in semantics. They are as follows. First is the conceptual meaning. Next is the connotative meaning, stylistic meaning, affective meaning, reflected meaning, collocative meaning, and last is the thematic meaning.
Number 1. Conceptual meaning. Conceptual meaning is sometimes called denotative meaning or cognitive meaning. It is widely assumed to be the central factor in linguistic communication. Larson noted that denotative meaning is also called as primary meaning. That is the meaning suggested by the word when it used alone. It is the first meaning or usage which a word will suggest to more people when the word is said in isolation. In semantics, conceptual meaning is the literal or core sense of a word. This type of meaning is also known as logical, cognitive, or denotative content. It refers to the dictionary meaning, which indicates the concepts. Conceptual meaning aims to provide an appropriate semantic representation of a sentence. It is the base for all the other types of meaning. If a person wants to relate one particular meaning of any word with another particular meaning, he or she needs to know the concept of the word. Number 2 is the connotative meaning. According to Leach 1974, connotative meaning is the communicative value an expression has by virtue of what it refers to, over and above its purely conceptual content. It will be clear if we are talking about connotation. We are in fact talking about the real world experience. Someone associates with an expression when someone uses and hears it. Connotation points to a meaning that uses a particular word beyond its conceptual meaning. That means when a word has more than one meaning, it is called connotative meaning. These meanings may vary from society to society, culture to culture, or person to person. They include not only physical characteristics but also psychological and social properties. This type of meaning is open-ended. For example, some people say women are soft-hearted, submissive, while others say they are frauds, cheaters, and etc. They define women with their psychological perspective. Number 3 is stylistic meaning. Stylistic meaning is that which a piece of language conveys about the circumstances of its use. A recent account of English has recognized some main dimension of stylistic variation. Number 4 is affective meaning. Affective meaning is a sort of meaning which has an effect the personal feeling of speakers, including his or her attitude to the listener or his or her attitude to something he or she talking about. It refers to the speaker's feelings, emotions, and attitude towards the ongoing context. The pitch level, intonation, and tone of the speaker changes based on the situation. For example, if we talk with a motherless child, we will be very emotional and we will talk in a very soft manner. In the same way, when we become angry, our voice becomes louder. Number 5. The reflected meaning. Reflected meaning involves an interconnection on the lexical level of language. It is the meaning which arises in case of multiple conceptual meaning, when one sense of words forms part of our response to another sense. In semantics, reflected meaning is an event whereby a particular word or phrase is correlated with multiple sense or meaning. It is a kind of irony. Number 6. Collocative meaning. Collocative meaning consists of the associations a word acquires on account of the meanings of the words, which tends to occur in its environment. For instance, the words pretty and handsome share common ground in the meaning of good-looking, but may be distinguished by the range of noun in which they are like to occur or collocate. Pretty woman and handsome man, the range may well match, although they suggest a different kind of attractiveness of the adjectives. A collocation is a familiar grouping of words, especially words that habitually appear together and convey meaning by association. In collocative meaning, a particular word goes with another particular word. And last is the thematic meaning. This is the final category of meaning. Thematic meaning is the meaning that is communicated by the way in which the speaker or writer organizes the message in terms of ordering, focus, and emphasis. Thematic meaning is a preference between alternative grammatical structures like active and passive, simple to complex, complex, compound, and etc. That means the meaning of a sentence will be the same, but the structure will differ from each other. It deals with how the speaker portrays the message through word choice, the order of words used, and emphasis. Theories of meaning. Number 1 is the referential or denotational theory. The meaning of an expression is what it refers to or denotes or stands. This theory of meaning emphasizes the relationship between language and objects. For example, fido means fido or dog, means either the general class of dogs or the essential property which they all share. Number 2 is the ideational theory or mentalistic theory. The meaning of an expression is the idea or concept associated with it in the mind of anyone who knows and understands the expression. This theory, according to which meaning of words are subjective ideas. Number 3 is the behaviorist theory. The meaning of an expression is either the stimulus that evokes it or the response that is evokes or a combination of both on particular occasions of utterance. It seeks to explain human behavior by analyzing the antecedents and consequences in the individual's environment and the learned associations he or she acquired through previous experience. Number 4 is the meaning is use theory. The meaning of an expression is determined by, if not identical with, its use in the language. Number 5 is the verificationist theory. The meaning of an expression, if it has one, is determined by the verifiability of the sentences or proposition containing it. The verificationist theory claims that it is meaningful if and only if we can describe which state of affairs has to be observable so that the sentence can be said to be true. And the last is the truth conditional theory. The meaning of an expression is its contribution to the truth conditions of the sentences containing it. The truth conditional theory is a theory of the meaning of natural language sentences. It takes the language-word relation as the basic concern of semantics rather than the language. Mind relation. Language is about states of affair in the word.